Hey there, Christopher Thunder here from the World's Dirtiest Workshop. Today we're going to be doing a small workshop on wood stain, old hardwood wood stain, the kind you find in an old 1960s house like what I got here. Man, this house was outdated and everything looked old. I'm not that old, but it looked like an old person lived in our house. It really did. And we're not a young couple, but we're a couple that really wants to think more modern in terms of the way our house looks. So here we are with some panels. Now, in another video, I showed you how to apply these coatings to get these really cool colors out of these hardwood stained shelves. And these are really nice looking coatings, they really are. Only like one layer, 3 layers. So 3 coats, 1 coat, 1 coat. Beautiful. But you needed a primer to do the job. So you apply the primer and then the color. And that's what gives you these wonderful looking sheens. Now, I got my rubber gloves on and I got a can of turpentine here. I want to show you something. So this brand new can of turpentine, I'm going to get an old rag. These shelves came right out of our bathroom, my old 1960s bathroom. I'll pour some turpentine on there, and then I'm just going to start rubbing. Now, that's already starting to go up my nose. Wow, that's starting to stink. But what I want to show you is that these old gray shelves with a very dull looking finish, right? That's dull. Look at that. Isn't that great? And that's just turpentine, right? You just apply it and let it sit. Okay, number 2, same thing. Turpentine on rag, right? Just take that turpentine and rub it into the stain, rub it into the wood. Look at that. Beautiful wood. Now, I wish my wife had rubbed turpentine into our kitchen before she painted it, but she doesn't like the smell of turpentine. You know, she's a brilliant woman, but she has her thing. She'd much rather have a water-based paint than a turpentine. But I know I'm not going to blame her. You know, she's a smart person. She was handed some paint. You know, it's wrong advice from the home improvement store. And we wound up with a bad coating on our cabinets. I was nowhere to be found. I was on the other side of the planet. And I have videos of me riding a motorcycle on the other side of the planet when all this happened. And you can check that out on Rider of the Storm. But there you go. So now, what other tricks do I have up my sleeve? Turtle wax, hard shell finish. You know, if you participated in any TV show, game show, or whatever, back when I was young, everybody got a can of turtle wax, right? Everybody got a can of turtle wax. It was like the default prize that everybody got. It was junk, right? But turtle wax was a product that you could acquire easily, that you could put on a rag, right? You're gonna put on a rag, and then you can take it and apply it to your Oldsmobile, right? You can take that wax, it's just a carnauba wax or a similar wax product that you could acquire quickly and cheaply. And you can get Minwax, right? You can get all those waxes. They're so easy to get, and they were everywhere. And you saw them on The Price is Right, you know. So easy to get. Now, I don't want to rub too hard because there's a piece of wood that's loose here, but I want to show you that finish. So thank you for some of my subscribers and viewers to say, hey, why didn't you wax them? You're right. Why didn't we wax the kitchen cabinets? My wife wanted them to be gray. So that's why she painted them. I came home, I'm like, hey, the kitchen's gray. Let's try and wash them. Oh no, can't wash them. Paint won't stick. Yep. So, you know, thank you to my wife for painting. I think that was a great idea, and I really appreciate that she acted on her own. What I'm not so happy about is the advice she got from the home improvement store. So, turtle wax, right? Just mind-blowingly good. Really? Just so good. Just a simple wax product. Green goop, right? Simple wax product. Easy to acquire, you can get a lot of it. It's cheap, right? In America, it's everywhere. It's been around since I was a kid. So, there are easy ways to get great looking finishes out of old 1960s stain. You can also sand this down and lighten up the finish and reapply a slightly different hue in a stain. So you can go get cans of stain that are lighter in color. After sanding this down, you can reapply the stain. And then you can put some turtle wax on it and it'll look better. Or Minwax, or any one of those waxes. You know, it'll really help improve the look of the wood. Just remember that, you know, these are easy products you can get, and you don't have to spend a lot of money. There's a dozen coatings you can buy out there for wood. They're all different products. Some of them are polishes, some of them are super expensive. You don't need to spend all that money. You can go for the cheap stuff, and you can do a great job like me. Thanks for watching.